Uh, well, I'm just so excited for today's show. And do you know why? Well, I'll tell you. Today's musical guest is Canadian country music legend Eddie Eastman. Now, me and Eddie, we go way back. I knew Eddie Eastman before his name was even Eddie Eastman. We used to play together in a band back in Terra Nova, back in the 70s. Here's a picture. See, I told you. And I'm just so excited to get to reunite with Eddie here today on NL Now. Hey Moody, you've got to get to your dressing room. We go to air in 30 seconds. Oh, okay Lionel, I'll be right there. Oh, I better get going. And hey Moody, while you're out there, why don't you cue up our opening theme? Oh, I'd love to. All right. The NTV Evening News Hour starts... no, Moody? Yes, wrong show. Wrong show? Wait. Oh, NL Now starts right now. Hey there folks, and welcome back to another all-new edition of NL Now here on NTV. I am your host as always, Mr. Clyde Washington, and I am so grateful that you have decided to spend part of your Saturday morning here with us today. And you really did pick a great day to tune in to NL Now because we have such an amazing guest joining us. Here in studio today, we have an absolute country music legend. Folks, please welcome Mr. Eddie Eastman. Well, first of all, Eddie, I'd just like to thank you so much for joining us here today.
Well, thank you for having me. It's been a while.
It has been a while. I know you were on our show quite a few years ago now. I guess I'd just like to ask first what you've been up to since then.
Well, after we did that show the last time, it was a few years back, we toured around quite a bit of Canada and stuff like that, and ended up going into the Canadian Country Music Hall of Fame.
Yes.
Actually 10 years ago.
Yeah.
So it was, it's been big stuff happening, but we've been living in Nashville now all of our lives. Well, not all of our lives, but for 30 years. And so we've been back and forth to Canada doing odds things here and there.
Yes.
But just keeping my toe in the water, as they say, when it comes to music,
Now, you mentioned the Canadian Country Music Hall of Fame, and that's one of the things I wanted to ask you about. Now, do you remember how you felt when you got the call telling you that you'd be receiving that honor?
I was in shock. I mean, to be honest with you, I was... the old saying goes, well, I thought I had to be dead or something to get into the Hall of Fame. But fortunately, I got in there a little early, so I'm happy. And it was quite exciting. We all flew out there as a family and stuff, so it was a major milestone,
Yes, for sure. Now, who were some of your musical inspirations growing up?
Well, other than my brothers, who they had a guitar around the house, and I played guitar.
Yes.
And picked it up from them a lot. And the early stuff is of Marty Robbins. My voice has a little bit of Marty Robbins in it. We did, on the road, we did a lot of Hank Snow and Hank Williams and Buck Owens and stuff like that. And Ronnie Millsap and just so many different artists, country artists. And Merle Haggard, of course, is always a big time because he had so many great songs that... when you're playing nightclubs and things, a lot of people like to dance. So they have a good two-steppers and stuff like that.
Yes. Now, I know many years ago, of course, one of the songs you recorded was a duet with Carol Baker. And one of the things I wanted to ask was if you could pick another artist to collaborate with on a song, who would you pick and why?
Well, I guess there's lots of artists. Carol and I did a couple of things, but I did a song that a fellow named Jason Benoit had. Jason's won some awards down recently as well.
Yes.
And he put out a song that I wrote, actually, but he went and changed the lyrics a little bit to it.
Yes.
And it was called Lifting Me Up, Letting Me Down. But he changed it to Lifting Me Up and Shooting Me Down, which was a bit of a different take. But the song did really well for him. And, I said, sometime we ought to do a little duet, I guess,
Yes.
like kind of like Willie and Waylon type thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, that'd
Now,
be great.
how about get Waylon? Or you can get Waylon no more, but Willie.
Yes.
Willie, he's still around.
Yes, he is.
He's outlived us all.
Yes, for sure. Well, Eddie, it's been great having you here with us again today on NL Now. So I'd like to thank you once again for coming in, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your trip here in Newfoundland.
Well, thank you very much. It's a pleasure to be back here, and thanks for calling me and asking me to come back on the show.
Yes.
And I'm glad I'm still around to do it for you.
Yes, we're glad you're here too. And folks at home, please stay with us. Coming up after the break, Eddie is going to sing one of his biggest hits with our own Lawrence Moody. Stay tuned. Welcome back, folks, to NL Now here on NTV. Here now to perform Eastbound 401, please welcome NL Now's own Mr. Lawrence Moody alongside Eddie Eastman.
Well, I'm eastbound 401. I want to rise with the morning sun. The great big city's no place for me. Down east country's where I want to be. I'm eastbound 401. Look out highway, 'cause here I come. I'm eastbound 401. Well, this here song began the day that I was born. From the time I put this guitar in my hands, well, the neon lights called me to this land of opportunity. So I packed up all I owned and I moved on. Well, 2 years have come and gone, but I don't feel the same. Guess I've had enough of this city life. Oh, you know where I'll be found. That old East Coast is where I'm bound. My old car, my 2 guitars, and my wife, and the kids now, man. Well, I'm eastbound 401. I want to rise with the morning sun. This great big city's no place for me. Well, down east country's where I want to be. I'm eastbound 401. Look out highway, 'cause here I come. I'm eastbound 401. Yes, I'm eastbound 401. Oh, yeah.
Thank you, Eddie and Lawrence, for that wonderful performance there. It was great. I can't wait to hear another one of your songs a little later on in the program. But for now, folks, we do have a bit of a sadder note to touch on here. While making this week's episode of NL Now, we learned that the wonderful Judy Sterling sadly passed away. Now, for those of you who don't remember who Judy Sterling was, she did make a very special guest appearance here on our program last season when we interviewed her son, Jesse. And before I talk a little bit more about Judy and my particular experience meeting her and having her on the show, we're going to show that clip to you now.
Wow, thank you so much for a great interview.
Yes, thank you for coming in.
Well, I'm going to just pop in here for a minute. I'm Jesse's mom. And
It's my mother.
I love the fairy dust people, and I have a special chant that I say. So here we go. Shimmer of hope, shine of belief, glisten of happiness, beauty of peace.
Oh, I'm getting dusted.
And here we go. Pinch of humor.
A pinch of humor. Wow.
That was
Oh,
great.
You're gonna be so sorry about your hair. Sorry.
And that is the
Yeah.
Judy Sterling fairy dust.
Well, thank you so much, folks, for tuning in to NL Now this week. We'll see you back here again next Saturday morning, 10:30, for another all-new episode of the show.
Yeah, thanks for watching.
So there you go. That was Judy Sterling in one of her classic fairy dust moments from last season of NL Now, of course, with her son Jesse. And it was, I will tell you, it was a great honor to have Judy here in the studio. And it was actually a bit of a surprise because that night when we were taping the program, we were only supposed to be interviewing Jesse, but we were so delighted that he decided to bring his mom, Judy, along for the taping, and that she was willing to come on camera and do one of her classic Judy Sterling fairy dusts for us. So I hope you enjoyed that, and we'd like to send along our condolences to Jesse and the entire Sterling family for the loss of Judy Sterling. And folks at home, please stay with us. We'll be right back after this short break with some more NL Now here on NTV. Welcome back, folks, to NL Now here on NTV. Now, right now, I'd like to take a few minutes to do something different and to give all you viewers watching at home a few updates on what me and all the rest of your favorite NL Now friends have been up to so far this year. Some of the things that you might not have seen here on TV. Now, the first thing I wanted to talk about happened back in May of this year. I had the wonderful opportunity, thanks to some funding from Music NL, to take a little trip to PEI, Charlottetown to be exact, for the 2024 East Coast Music Awards. Now, there in Charlottetown, I was there for a whole week, and boy, wasn't it a great time. I got to take in so many amazing showcases from great East Coast talent from Newfoundland and Labrador, plus the other Atlantic provinces. I got to catch up with some of our great NL Now friends, past guests, and chat with some people who might be future guests, and it was really just a wonderful time. So take a look at these couple clips of some of the wonderful music that I was able to take in. Now, fast forwarding a few months after the East Coast Music Awards, I was able to take another trip, this time out of the country to New York City. Now, why was I in New York, you may ask? Well, you know that while we are a show called NL Now, all about supporting our local Newfoundland and Labrador artists, our show is heavily inspired by the life and work of Mr. Jim Henson. And this past month, I had the opportunity to attend a very special event in New York City celebrating the life of Jim Henson. The event was led by Jim's daughter, Heather, who I was so honored to meet, and you can see this picture here of myself and our friend Jake meeting Heather at the Jim Henson Memorial Bench in Central Park. And there was just a whole day celebrating Jim Henson. Here's a picture of me in a place called the Henson Carriage House, which is a studio in New York City where there was some special Muppet productions filmed, and there was a puppet workshop there. And oh, here's a picture of me in the subway station waiting to board the train. And we got to go all around Central Park and visit iconic Muppet movie locations and meet all kinds of Muppet people. And it was really just an amazing experience. And here's a couple of clips from a Muppet movie and show sing-along led by Kermit's banjo collaborator Lucas Ross.
Would be heard and answered when wished on the morning star. Somebody thought of that and someone believed it. Look what it's done so far. So amazing, that keeps us stargazing. And what do we think we might see? Someday we'll find it, the rainbow connection, the lovers, the dreamers, and me. All of us under its spell. We know that it's probably magic. We come from the wire, living in the wire, go back to the wire, turn the world around.
Well, folks, we've come to the end of another episode of NL Now here on NTV. I'd like to thank each and every one of you for tuning in today, and I invite you to come back again next Saturday morning at 10:30 for another all-new edition of the show. I'd also like to send a very extra special thank you to today's musical guest, and here he is, folks, with one more song. Please welcome to the NL Now musical guest soundstage, Mr. Eddie Eastman.
The ship of life is in the harbor, setting out to sea. Would you take my hand and sail away with me? This big old world keeps spinning round and around. The sea of life's got you up, got you down. One thing I want you to know, I'll be your shelter in the storm. Sail away with me. Sail away with me. Sail away with me. Leave your worries behind. New horizons we'll find, where the sun always shines. Sail away with me. Only God knows what the future will hold. We gotta have faith, let this journey unfold. But I know with you by my side, together we'll fly. Sail away with me. Sail away with me. Sail away with me. Leave your worries behind. New horizons we'll find, where the sun always shines. Sail away with me. One thing I promise you, our love will always be true. Sail away with me. Sail away with me. Leave your worries behind. New horizons we'll find, where the sun always shines. Sail away with me, where the sun always shines. Sail away